Greetings again, golfers. It's a perfect day for golf here at the beautiful Bel Air Country Club in Bel Air, California. And this is Harry Von Zell inviting you to another exciting 9 holes of celebrity golf. Featuring, as usual, our golfing star, Slammin' Sammy Snead. Hello, Sam.
Harry. Good to see you again.
You're looking more fit every day, Sam, as these matches go on. How are you feeling?
I was putting another can in the ground.
You may have a little trouble today, Sam. Our opponent, our golfing celebrity for this week, ladies and gentlemen, is a man accomplished in many fields of the entertainment industry. He has proven himself very proficient as an actor, writer, producer, director, singer, dancer, comedian. I think it best to introduce him as the all-around madcap genius of the entertainment world, Jerry Lewis. Jerry.
What? Hi, Sam. How are you? I love the game of golf. Always have.
I thought we were back on the Notre Dame set.
How are you, Harry?
Just fine. You know Sam, of course.
Yes, I had the good fortune of giving him some of my funds some years ago.
I didn't recognize him there for a minute.
Why, that was quite a make-uppy boy he brought in here.
No, they're all the teas. I just love the game, and I love to play with Sam, and I can't wait to give him the money back.
Yeah, I want to say a little something aside. Sam seemed awfully anxious to give you that beforehand lesson. You know him better than I do. Would he be worthy of any little underhand? He might give you some bad...
Oh, no. Sam? Oh, don't be silly. He plays on this course and plays the game of golf strictly for the game. If you were to try to make a wager with this man, like that, he'd grab the money. He don't wait to win it. Out of the pocket, he jumps right in. The score had Ben's the eardrum.
Well, I think you might agree with me, then, that we should follow our usual procedure of having the match first and the lesson then afterwards.
That's fine with me. How does the match go? I mean, how does it work?
Well, you play the handicap, of course. What is your handicap now, Jerry?
Being here, playing with him is the handicap. My handicap is about a 12, Harry.
A 12. Sam, that's 6 shots for the 9 holes.
I know this man, 6 shots, nobody could beat him.
No, that's not so. Last time I played with Sam, he gave me 6 shots. On the first hole, I got 2, 1 in the mouth, 1 in the back of the head. Then on the second hole, 1 right in the arm.
We're not going to allow any such hand-mashy or foot-mashy shots in this match. We'll protect you, Jerry. Now, let's see. You understand, of course, that you have an opportunity here of winning a considerable sum of money for your favorite charity. And I needn't ask what that is. The work Jerry Lewis has done for muscular dystrophy is well known to all of you folks, and we're all going to be wishing him luck, Sam.
Oh, yes.
Particularly so that he can further this wonderful work he's been doing. Jerry, if you defeat Sam... Now, please, bear up. It can be done with 6 shots, you know.
Sure, it can be done. If the shots are with a 5-iron in the back of his head. Go ahead.
If you do it, you can win $1,000. For every legitimate par you card. Of course, you can't use your handicap for this, but you'll get $250 for every real par, $500 for every birdie, or 1 under par. And if either you or Sam card a hole in 1, $10,000. I think you understand the rules all right, Jerry.
Very much so, Harry.
Sam, any questions? Are you set?
Well, I'm not set, but I'm ready.
All right. How about you, Jerry?
I'm not ready, but I'm set.
Fine. That's the good with me. We'll get this match on the road in just a moment.
All right. Thank you. I'll go with him. Thank you, Harry. Sam, give me the money.
Well, here we are on the first tee at Bel Air Country Club, ready to start this match, ladies and gentlemen. This first hole is what you might call an easy par 5, if there is such a thing. It is not a long hole, 468 yards. The green is not too hazardous. There's a trap to the left. The green is on a rise, a slight rise, and it's a fairly large green and sloped so that the putting is difficult. Jerry sets himself. And he gets a good one. He's over at the right side of the fairway. He may make the rough. I don't think so. Now, here's the slammer. A lot of power. Sam is hooking toward trouble there, I'm afraid, the barranca. Jerry gets off to a good drive, well placed, 210 yards out at the right of the fairway. Sam hits a tree here and drops only about 200 yards into the barranca. The tree caught him and dropped him. He's using a 3-iron for this tough shot. Let's see what he does with it. It's a beauty. Perfect shot. It's going to be a little short, but he had a lot of problems there. Now, here's Jerry. A 3-wood he's using. He's about... Oh... little disappointed. He'll stay with his 3-wood. He's about 260 yards from the green. There's a dandy. Now, Jerry's still away. He's using a wedge for this approach. And it's a good one. He's on in 4. Little short. Sam's also using a pitching wedge here. And he's up. He's going to be wide of the pin. Yes, Sam leaves himself a putt. Lewis here, 12 feet from the cup. Sam with a 10-footer. Jerry's going to try hard for this 5. If he can get a par with his stroke, Sam's... Oh, no, he tried too hard and slid by. Left himself another putt. Now, here's Sam. Just in case, he'll level for this, trying to get his birdie. No, sir. No, sir. You very seldom see Sam come up short. He usually either goes in or past. He taps in for his 5. Now, a little pressure on Jerry here. He has to drop this to have the hole. Let's see what he does with it. Oh, a little too quick. Jerry gets a 7 and goes 1 down. Hole 2 is a 396-yard par 4 with trouble here and here. Sam now takes the honor. Oh, it's a big one. Right down the middle, about 250 yards or more. Yes, sir, there she be. Now, here's Jerry settling down. Whoops, he caught it on the heel of the club. It didn't go more than about 60 yards. Sam's drive, 250 down the middle. Jerry has a tricky lie here. It's a hanger. He's using a 5 wood for the shot. It's a tough one to make, too. No, it pulled up on it, and it's good for only about 20 feet. He's still got the 5 wood. He has a better lie now. He'll see if he stays down to this one. He does. It's a good one. This one makes him feel a little better. He has a shot left, but that was a mighty good 4-wood shot. Now, Sam, for his second shot, is using a 6-iron. And it's pipeline right for the pin. He passes it a little bit, leaves himself a putt. Jerry's using a 7-iron here. No, sir, he's too tense, I'm afraid. He pulled up on it. Now a wedge shot for his 5th shot. And this is a good one. A little too far, I'm afraid, but it's not going to hurt him too much. He's on the back of the green. Lewis on the apron, 20 feet away. Snead with another 10-footer. Now Jerry's leveling for this 6. Had a bad time here. That's a beautiful putt. It breaks toward the pin, and no, sir, it was a great try. Another 7 for Jerry. Now here's Sam. He'll try for this. Sam is always dry. Slippery putt he's got here, though. It breaks toward the cup. No, he didn't quite make it. But he's got to tap in for a 4, and he goes 2 up in the match. On the 3rd hole, a 155-yard par 3, Snead using a 6-iron went to the left here about 15 feet from the pin. And Jerry Lewis, using the same iron, hit a different shot and landed here off the green some 60 feet from the pin. Jerry chipped past the cup about 12 feet, 3-putted for a 5. Sam 2-putted to get his 3 and go 3 up. Then on hole number 4, a 438-yard par 4, Sam Snead teeing off hit a perfect drive here about 240 yards out. A 3-iron carried him to within 8 feet of the pin. Then Jerry, getting a stroke on the hole, got into trouble right from the start, getting into heavy rough here. He couldn't recover and wasn't able to reach the green until he hit a beautiful 4-wood from here, which placed him about 5 feet from the pin. Sam 2-putted to get his 4, and Jerry 2-putted from 5 feet to get his 6 and go 4 down in the match. The 5th is a 155-yard par 3 calling for a good tee shot. There's lots of trouble here. Sam is using a 7-iron for this shot. And he gets off a beauty, headed straight for the green, just a little wide of the pin. Now, poor Jerry's had a time here. He's 4 down. He's been very tense, but he's still trying. No, he pulled this one Going to be wide of the green down in the rough. Has a tree there to bother him, too. He's using a wedge for this. Tries to get it. It's, no, short. Hits into the bank. And believe me, that rough there is tough. Jerry hasn't played much golf lately. He gets that one up, but that rough makes it roll, you know, and he goes past the pin. Sam now lining up to try and get this birdie. No, sir. Going to be short. These greens at Bel Air are pretty hard to read. The surrounding terrain is very rolling, and it makes it difficult to get an accurate reading. Jerry now going to try for this 4. And he's... No, sir, it just wouldn't drop for him. Well, Jerry's out of the match with Sam now. He's 5 down and 4 to go, but he still can play for his pars and birdies. Sam taps in here, and he gets his par. The 6th is a 365-yard par 4. Snead 260 down the middle. Jerry 190, slightly behind him. Jerry's using his 5 wood here for this shot. It's a long one, but it's pulled. He's headed for trouble in the rough. Sam's got an 8-iron for this shot. Oh, it's a beauty. That one's going to be close. It may be his first birdie. Yes, he's within birdie distance there, all right. Now Jerry's got a real tough one here. Nothing but trouble with this shot. He's using his wedge. And look at the shot he made. Taking the roll beautifully. Oh, that's a dandy. He's got a chance for his 4. Snead lying 8 feet away from the pin. Lewis with a 6-footer. If Sam can get this one down, it'll card his first birdie for the round. Gave it a chance. It stayed up. It didn't break in. Sam thought he had it figured, too. Taps in for his 4. Now, Jerry's lining this one up. He says, everybody move over. I want this 4. Has he got it? No, sir. It's not Jerry's day, I'm afraid. And he's smiling, too. He can take it. He taps in for a 5. At the 7th, a 379-yard par 4, Sam's drive took him well out, 260 yards. A 9-iron to the green placed him 20 feet from the pin. Jerry, over-anxious now, topped 3 shots in a row. A full 3-iron placed him on the green about 12 feet from the pin. Sam 2-putted for his 4. Jerry 2-putted for his 6. And at number 8, a 448-yard par 4, Sam's drive carried him down here well, but the roll of the fairway took him down into the rough. He recovered with a good shot that went a little too far in the back edge of the green, about 40 feet past the pin. Jerry got off with a good drive, 200 and some yards here, but he got the lookups again, missed a 3-iron to here, then smote a mighty smite, which took him way over here. He chipped back and 2-putted for another 6, and then sympathetic Sam 3-putted for a 5. Hole 9, 378 yards, par 4. The bank here pitching down sharply to the green. This is murder. Sam getting ready to let fly. And he does another boomer. That's about 250. Jerry now really settling down here. He's still fighting for a par or a birdie. And he really went through with that one. It's a good one to the right of the fairway, about 195 yards. Snead's drive, 260 into the rough here. Lewis with a good drive, 190, well placed. Jerry's using a 3-wood here. He's got about 185 yards, all carry. Oh, he gets off a big one and played just right. It'll hit the side of the hill there and roll down. He should be happy with that one. That was a good shot. Now, Sam off the side of the hill in the rough there with that good drive using an 8-iron. Look at those traps down there. That's a good one. It's going to be a little long. He wanted to be sure to carry those traps. He goes past the pin over under the apron. You see, Jerry didn't kick all the way down that hill. That grass there is really tough. It's deep and tough. He's got a wedge. And he plays a beautiful shot. Look at right stiffo. Now, there's the shot Jerry's been waiting for all day. Oh, that was a beauty. I tell you, no broken leg. Is he happy about that one? That makes up for the whole day. He's trying to get Sam to give it to him. Yeah, I think he's going to line up Sam's putt for him just to be sure he doesn't make it, you see. Sam putting off the apron now. And he goes for it. Oh, a slippery Joe. That green breaks down there fast. It left quite a putt for Sam, a real tricky one. Jerry's ball hanging there right on the edge. Notice Sam always careful to repair the greens. That's the mark of the real golfer. Jerry taps his in for a 4. Oh, he's in heaven. All right, now we'll try to simmer down, give Sam a chance. He wants to make this. It's a little uphill. Oh, he hit it firm, but it slid off. Sam has to settle for a bogey.
Well, Jerry, I want to tell you that approach and putt on the 9th hole, you displayed the skill of a master golfer there. Do you realize that?
Well, I was on the 9th hole. Prior to that, I was one of the great losers of all time.
I could see Sam watching. When you played, they had a very difficult approach off the side of the hill there, down, and just laid it practically stiff. Did you, the thought struck me, he might have been holding back somewhere along the line. You think
Harry,
so?
that hurt me right in my pocket.
Well, let's see how you fare here for your charity, Jerry. Jerry, you carded one legitimate par, which would pay $250 to muscular dystrophy. However, our sponsors so much appreciate your being here and the effort that you did put up in spite of a bad start. Maybe a little butterflies at the beginning, you think?
Butterflies, a small boa constrictor, and a bad chicken fat sandwich.
Well, as I was saying, our sponsors do so much appreciate your being here, and they very much admire the work you've been doing for muscular dystrophy. So they have donated an additional $750, which brings it to a total of $1,000, which you may donate to muscular dystrophy.
Thank you, Harry, and I thank the sponsors, and of course I thank very genuinely the champ, Mr. Snead, who's a lovely man. We've been friends a long time, and he takes an awful lot of riding for me, but I'll be with Sam anywhere, anytime.
And now, you think you're ready for that lesson now?
I'd need it very bad.
We've got the time if you fellas want to go over there. Get your sticks, Jerry, and Sam will give you a few woodshed.
Come on, sweetheart.
In my office.
Yeah, I'll help you fix my head.
You stay with me and watch this. We can all use a few tips from Slam and Sam.
Well, Jerry, you were having a little trouble out there today getting the ball off the ground.
Well, is that the way it's supposed to be?
Well, no, Mr. Eisenhower says that's his mouth shot.
Oh, well, if it's good enough for the president, I shouldn't be too unhappy, but I'm miserable. What did I do wrong?
But he doesn't like it either.
Oh, really?
No, you were carrying your right hand underneath the shaft, what we call a strong grip. That is, overpowering your swing with your right hand from the top. Now, take your normal grip. See where your right hand is, way under. You should turn your right hand up until the V formed by the thumb and first finger point toward the right shoulder. Now set your club down. Oh, that looks wonderful.
Yeah, what about if there was a ball in front of it? Would it still be good?
No, you use that same grip with every shot. Now let's work on your stance.
How's this, good?
No, your feet should be about as wide as your shoulders. Same width.
I'm glad you didn't say my head, because it's the pinhead, then I would have to stand like that.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Now, you have an iron, number 2 iron. You play this ball towards the left heel. Not off the left heel, but just inside the left heel. Now, with your right hand, the V form, always check on your V to get it up over your right shoulder. Make a habit of that.
Would you try that again? Just run your finger up there again. That tickles.
All right. You got it?
Yes, I've got it. Now, what do I do with it?
Well, let's see.
Sam? Sammy, you left me standing here.
All right.
All right.
Now we'll hit a shot.
We will.
All right. Now
You going to help me?
Let's try that now. Oh, beauty.
Almost 6 feet. Yeah, that was a pretty one, Sam. Listen, why don't you hang out with me all the time?
Well, Jerry, that goes for everybody that plays golf. It's not, as the old saying goes, you judge a carpenter by his tools. I like a man with a strong grip and a fast backswing and a pocket full of money.